This is Rob from Learn by the Drop at learnbythedrop.com. Learn by the Drop is a place to learn Drupal. Today's drop is going to show you the new views interface for Drupal 6. So we're going to get started by going to user login and logging into the administration interface. And you can always find your login at user login. We'll click login. And once we've gotten logged in, we want to go to our navigation and select Administer. And then under Site Building, we want to select Views. And the shortcut to that is always going to be, as long as you have clean URLs enabled, admin build views. And you can see the interface here. Now what you're looking at are the list of different views that I have created. And I've actually created a view for images. I've also created a view for drops, which are basically blog posts, but I call them drops. And then there's a front page view, and the front page view is a default view that comes set up when you install views. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you the view that I have set up for drops. We get some basic information here: a view name, a description, a title, a type. In this case, it's just a view that displays nodes, and then also the URL. And if you have a page view that is enabled for your view, then you should see a URL here. If I open that in a new tab, I can see what my view looks like, and this is it. And this is what I call the recent drops view, which is basically just a list of my posts. And now I have two things that are happening with this particular view. I have not only a page, but I also have a block. And actually, let me click Edit, and I can show you a little bit more about what's behind here. Now, those of you who have used views in Drupal 5 will notice that that this is quite a bit different than what you were used to in Drupal 5. There's a different interface, but I think it's much better. And once you learn how to use it, I think you'll agree that it's much better too. It's very flexible, and one of the points of flexibility is that it actually allows you to create, for example, multiple blocks for a particular content type. And here's how I've done this here. You'll notice that on the left side we have different tabs. So for a particular content type, in this case blog posts, I have default settings. These default settings will apply to everything I create, every display I create, unless I override that particular display. So basically you can have default settings for everything, and then you can change those default settings in each particular display that you create. So I have my defaults here. If I click on block, I see the settings specific to the block. Now, just a quick run through. The title for the block is recent drops. The style is list. I want to display 5 items. I do want a more link. And more meaning it'll display 5 items, and then if there's more, if there are more nodes, it will display a more link. The link display will actually link to a page, and that's this page that I've created here. Some other options are the fields that I want included in the display, in this case node title. The sort criteria, I would like the post date descending, so it's basically the newest post is displayed first, and I have a couple of filters in here in that I only want to show published nodes, and I only want to show nodes that have type of drop. So you'll notice that there's a lot of new and different fields here in the views for Drupal 6. I mean, a lot of them really are very similar or the same to what you've seen in Drupal 5. They're just presented differently. Now, another really cool feature in Drupal 6 is the fact that when you create a display, you can actually preview it. And I'll show you that here. So for example, if I want to preview what my block is going to look like now, I select display block. I can give it arguments if there are arguments, but there are none, and I click preview. And you notice that we have that activity indicator. It actually shows me the query here, which is very nice, I think, a very nice add. So this is the query that it's grabbing from the database to select recent drops, and here this is what we will see, and then there's that more link that I indicated that I wanted to have up here in more link yes. And so basically what this has done is this has created a block that I can then manage in the blocks section of Drupal. So if I go and I'm going to open this in a new tab, I can see that this block is here, and this is where did I drop this? I had this particular block in the, I believe in the highlight section. Yeah, so here's my recent drops list. Okay, and one thing you'll notice is that I actually have another block for drops that is called recent drops sidebar. Has a little bit different settings, and that's what you see here as block 1. So again, another cool feature in Drupal 6 is the fact that I can create multiple pages, multiple blocks in the same view window using these different tabs here. Here's what that looks like on the home page. And you can see that I have this recent drops block. Here are the links to the recent posts, and there's the more link that I indicated. So, you have a lot more flexibility using Drupal 6 views, I think, than Drupal 5. I'll just show you very quickly how some of these things work. Basically, any link that you click on allows you to change something. For example, you can select should the row style be fields or nodes. For most blocks, you would want fields, just maybe the title with a link to the item instead of the the whole node itself. The style could be a list, for example. It could be a table, and it could be unformatted. And if it were unformatted, it wouldn't have any bullets here. Some other things to note: items to display. If I want to select, how many items to display in a block, I can select 5. I can select 10. I can also provide an offset. It will tell me any number of items to skip. For example, if I don't want to show the last 3 items, then I don't have to see that. I can also indicate, whether or not I want to use a pager. So, for example, I could show 5 items at a time, and then someone could have a pager and click through and see more items in that list. There's a lot to show you here, and I want to do this quick. Try to keep these under 10 minutes. So one of the things that I recommend is that if you haven't set up a Drupal 6 test site, that you take the time and set up a Drupal 6 test site and just kind of play around with the views and see how it's different. In a future recording, I hope to go through the process of creating a view step by step. So thank you for watching this drop here. Just a quick look at the interface for views for Drupal 6. You can always head to learnbythedrop.com to get more information, stay up to date on Drupal. Thanks for watching.